What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter. Welcome to the Truth Hurt Show. This episode, something in the fucking 30s, because I don't remember the number. We've been doing a lot of interviews today, trying to get that content out, but I want to take some time so we can do this show right here. We're going to talk about things in the drill culture, outside the drill culture, and we just going to talk about life in general, because there's shit going on in life. So if your chest is soft, walk the fuck up out this room, because we finna talk about it today. Smash the like button, turn me up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, tell a friend about me, follow me on Instagram at Truth Teller TV, because this shit I post on Instagram that I don't be posting on this YouTube channel due to rules, so make sure you follow me at Truth Teller TV. I kind of want to get right into it. Shout out London. A lot of people don't show London love. You know, it's a lot of other places that adapted to drill culture and moving on with this shit and moving hard. You see it in Philadelphia, Los Angeles, Detroit, Jacksonville. Hell, it's in London. A lot of people don't realize that London really got this sound strong. It's a lot of top drill rappers out there. So, you know, the culture done got to the point where we got to start accepting other people in the culture. It's people in London that's doing this shit super big, like Millions. He one of the guys that's really flourishing in the culture out there in the UK. He actually came out here to Chicago and linked up with O-Block, did a documentary out there. He working with them on music and shit like that. I actually got an opportunity to meet him. You know, he in the drill culture, so when he was around like O-Block, Gleesh and them and shit, you know, he had to get in tune with the Street Reporter since I'm a drill historian. He in the drill culture. So when I interviewed Gleesh, a lot of people don't know, you know, these interviews, just because you see Gleesh in the chair, you don't know it's other people actually in the room. You know, we had Get Back Gang in that room. Munna Duke was in there. We had Millions in there and other people. So it just don't be that artist in that chair. But I did get an opportunity to speak with Millions from the UK. I told him I'm going to come over there soon. But at that time, they was making people take Corona shots, and I didn't want to get the weird juice in my arm. So I couldn't go over there. But I got an opportunity to meet Millions when he came to my room when I interviewed Gleesh. Y'all check out an exclusive behind the scenes of my interview with Gleesh. Check it out. Crazy stuff about the community.
Hey, bro, that's it. You can ask that.
Okay, I'm gonna ask that.
It's strictly business, right?
Okay. But you know I got Gleesh in this chair now. This Gleesh now. But if that's something I can answer.
Me then, you got, I got my legends with me.
I know that's why we going up front with this, bro. I'm gonna ask you one about you. I'm gonna ask you about my bitch jam.
That shit every time. It's cool. Like I be just doing shit like that, like helping kids out, fire shit like that, giving shit out like that, passing them shit like that. But fire that other shit,
right?
Instagram, entertainment, shit like that, the internet. R&B, all type of shit going on. You talk about drill, like yeah, you gotta be a little drill shit, boy. You gotta be raw, boy. My shorty ain't on no drill shit. Like Aki, he going crazy. He ain't no drill shit and none of that. Bro, he ain't no type of drill shit.
That's money.
And you feel that shit, he like a baby Rod Wave type shit. I be feeling that shit.
He got a different flow. I think if he stay with that, I think he next up in my opinion. That's what I've been.
Motherfucker boy, man, got him in, man. Me, Edo, Duke. All type of shit, Lil Aki, Lil Nook, all of them, they the whole motherfucker gang, like top all of them, they going crazy. DQ, whoever. If you phone them, if you listen to them, they going crazy. I ain't knocking on the phone them. Everybody should I listen to, they going crazy.
Well, I appreciate the love, bro. The homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter.
I hear you, legend about that. Blend all type of shit. I hear you, legend.
Love, bro. I appreciate that. As you can see, that's what it looks like in the Truth Teller interview. You guys don't get to see that part. Y'all just see the artist in front of the seat. But it's things going on. So shout out to UK. I wanted to show them love because they be getting left out for this drill conversation and shit like that. You know, what I want to talk about today is, you know, you don't gotta always be in the in crowd. You don't always gotta be cool, be trendy. You know what I'm saying? That trending shit'll get you hurt. You know what I'm saying? What people don't tell you, what come with trending get you hurt. Sometimes you don't want to be what's trending. Sometimes it's cool to be by yourself. You know, being in the crib, you know, eating some food, watching TV, focusing, relaxing, getting your peace. That's a win. You don't always gotta be at the club, be at the party, be at the end of the block. It be dramas down there. Don't be inviting me to no parties. I ain't coming to your party. Fuck all that party shit, you know. Nowadays in this era, party leads to you fuck around and lose your life out here. I tell people that anytime it's a mixture of guns, drugs, ego, women, it's just a combination for somebody being in a casket, you know? Anytime I hear that where it's going to be drugs, alcohol, weird-ass pills, ego, women, a lot of niggas, it's just a recipe for somebody going to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I don't believe it's going to be a win in that. Anytime you got those combinations around, you know, that's like a murder cocktail, you know? So you got to be careful going to these house parties and these celebrations and shit like that. People start getting drunk and forgetting who the fuck they are, you know? So you got to do what's right for you. That's the only way you gonna win in this shit. Don't let nobody energy hold your happiness hostage either, you know? I want to show y'all something. These are 6 rules that I follow in my life. And because I was going through shit, talking about panic attacks, anxiety attacks, all kind of shit. You know, life get real. A lot of people don't understand that. So these are 6 things that I use to kind of re-healthy myself. And I want to share this with y'all because I see so many people going through the same shit, staying in toxic relationships, riding with day ones. That day one shit don't mean nothing. It's all about loyalty. I could know you for 50 years. If you a bullshit ass nigga, I don't fuck with you. That's just my opinion. That day one shit don't mean nothing. Don't let nobody hold your... Look, don't let nobody negative energy hold your happiness hostage. You understand that? Be you, you know. You know, negative people don't like a good energy. You notice that? You can be the most positive person in the world. You get around a negative person, they'll be mad at you. You know? Just like positive people don't like being around negative people. Negative people don't want to be around positive people. Understand that shit. And remember this too. Even when you trust somebody, I don't give a fuck how much you trust them. That's my dog. I trust them with my life. That's my bro. That's my brother. That's my bitch. That's my sister. I don't give a fuck how much you know somebody. I don't give a fuck how much you trust somebody. Don't tell them everything. Keep some shit to yourself. No matter how much of a relationship you got with somebody, you got to keep certain things to yourself. And remember, whatever you build, whatever you grinding hard for, whatever you establish gonna always come with criticism. You got to be strong enough to deal with that. People not going to see your vision. Sometimes your vision is only meant for them glasses that's put on your face. Everybody don't pose to see your vision. That's what make your vision way dope. And everything ain't about money. Remember that shit. Your mental health is way more important than a bag. Remember that. Your mental wealth is way more important than a bag. Yeah, you need the bag. You know, you're going to chase the bag. But your mental health, bro, making sure you at a good place in your life, making sure you got peace, you able to go to sleep and shit like that. You know, struggling to get some sleep and shit, that shit be hard. So make sure your mental health is straight. It's way more important than a bed. Because sometimes, you know, a lot of us have a hard time going to sleep, you know. You ever notice that you have a hard time going to sleep? You steady waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. You barely want to go to sleep. Have you ever told yourself, you know, that sometimes when it be hard to go to sleep at nighttime, I told people this before. I'm going to tell you because the new people coming to coaching. Sometimes that be God's way of telling you, look, we need to talk. You know what I'm saying? We need to talk. You feel me? That's God's way of telling you we need to talk. You know what I'm saying? So start talking to him. You feel me? That's God's way of saying, look, you ain't want to talk to me earlier. You ain't want to talk to me yesterday. I think this is the perfect time to talk right now. So you got to understand that shit. I tell people that all the time. Not everything going to go according to your plan. You got to learn how to adapt. You know what I'm saying? Everything you want to do ain't going to go exactly how you wanted it to go. You're going to have a lot of bumps in the road. It's things that's not going to happen. It's things that's going to fall off. You know, you're going to have opportunities that's going to leave. You're going to get it. You're going to fall off. You're going to get it again, fall off again. You got to keep grinding. You got to always remember, man, that, you know, life is hard, you know. Sometimes it feels better when you got to work hard for that shit. I tell people that. So everything not going to go according to how you planned it out. It's not going to go according to how you wanted it to go, how you sleeped it out, how you mapped it out, how you wrote it down. You got to be willing and you have to learn to adapt to certain situations, you know. The grind continue. And the last thing, put God first. Build your relationship with God, because that's going to take you further, you know. I notice in this culture where the fathers are younger, the mothers are younger, you know, we don't really teach these shawties enough about God. I know a lot of kids who ain't never been to church, man. You got to instill the Lord in them, you know. I understand all that, man. If you believe in the Bible and you believe in, look, This ain't that conversation. I hope you believe in something, you know. You got to take them to church. Of course, there's liars in church. Church not always good because they got humans in there like you. That ain't what it's about. But for an hour, 2 hours, you get to go to a place where there's a lot of positive energy, good energy, happiness and shit in there. Deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking for people to be so holy and just go in there and get that good energy, in my opinion. Meg the Stallion trial been going crazy. Tory, did you shoot Meg the Stallion? Because there was a piece of me that said, look, I think she lying that. Because Tory making songs about this shit. Drake done said something about this. But I think she used him to, you know, build a career, or she was vindictive. She was on some bitter shit, some evil shit. Tory done fucked both of them, her and a friend or whatever fucking she did some bitter shit. And we witnessed bitter shit. We know a woman, everybody know a woman who be on some bitter shit. But I ain't gonna lie, the more I'm listening to this trial, man, Tory, did you shoot her? Like, did you shoot her, bro? Because that's wild as hell, you know. I can tell you, though. You know, this that Hollywood lifestyle. These rich celebrities. They get money. They famous. You know. This type of shit happen. You know. This type of shit happen. They having orgies. He fucking everybody. Meg fucking everybody. Shit, what you expect? Maybe they drunk. They get out of hand. But, bro, Tory, if you shot that young lady, I don't know what the fuck wrong with you, bro. You know. Because I'm starting to lean to the point where I don't know no more. At first I was like Meg lying, then I was like Tory shot her. Now I don't know what the fuck happened. So like I say, I'm going to hold my opinion until this trial play out. But, you know, it's looking more and more like, you know, Tory might have did some crazy shit. Meg the Stallion is testifying. She in the courtroom, hand on the Bible, you know, other hand up, saying, look, I guarantee everything I'm saying is the truth. She said he shot her. He offered her $1 million and all kind of shit. Like, so I just mean, she might got a very creative mind. But Tory, it sounded like you did some wild shit now. But hopefully you get to, you know, exonerate yourself and you didn't do it. But I don't know. A lot of people always ask me about Big Mike from O Block. True, what's up with Big Mike? Ain't that Wooski brother? Yes, that's his real brother. They stayed in the same house. I done did interviews with people like Young and asked them about it. Hell, I even asked Wooski about his own brother. And Wooski told me things about his brother. So, you know, that is his brother. I can say that. Big Mike beat that case. He was sentenced to like 28 years. I believe he did about 11 of them years. I could be wrong. But, you know, the internet shows a release date that says he's going to be coming home in a couple years. So it looks like Big Mike is going to come home. He beat that case with King Von. That's crazy. Von was on that case. And Von is like Wooski, arch enemy. But the more we did our homework, we can realize why Wooski was his enemy. It was things inside, you know. Von feel like Wooski brother told on him and all kind of shit, plus the beef. So you can understand why Wooski was a top target of Von in them songs and shit like that. You know, with Big Mike coming home, I can say that, you know, when I looked into his paperwork, he claimed that the police coerced him into telling on King Von. They coerced him. They had him in interrogations past 10 straight hours. He was fed fake evidence. He was told, he was pointed out of a lineup. He was this, he was that, when it wasn't true. The police was just trying to allow him to get him to tell on King Von. When I looked in the paperwork, it looks like the police really wanted King Von. You know, they really wanted him. The police was trying to get him to vividly snitch on King Von. And he didn't want to do it when I was looking in the paperwork. But eventually he told the police some things. And he wanted that throughout, though. He claimed that he was coerced. You know, he was coerced. They was lying to him, information. They was withholding things from him. He actually, according to the paperwork, wanted to work with the police about another crime. If he can give them some evidence about a murder and another crime, would it be lenient on his sentence? And the police told him that they'll write it down and ask the prosecutor for it, but they couldn't guarantee that, so he didn't do that. But it looks like Wooski brother did try to get out this deal. You know, King Von beat this case. It's crazy how he beat this case. I believe he was just charged with like a shooting or something like that. Now, I believe he beat all those charges. I think he was just charged and he beat all his charges related to that case. Because he fought that shit, you know. He claimed he had nothing to do with that. Stucky talked too fast, in my opinion. If Von beat that case, then you know he could have beat it. Not Stucky, but I mean, Wooski brother, I believe his name is Wade. He could have beat that case, in my opinion. If Von beat it, then he could have beat it. Okay? But I guess he just moved too fast, you know. Looks like Von know about these courtrooms, these court situations. Von don't fold under pressure in them courtrooms. We seen that he didn't fold under pressure in that courtroom with that case with Wooski, brother. He didn't fold in a case with Lil Durk. Hell, he even got shot by Lil Tim, and he was grabbing on Quando Rondo. We seen him get arrested. Videos of him being arrested is getting on the internet. Him in police stations, laughing, joking. Von was comfortable in them situations. You know, a lot of people don't understand that. He wasn't shook in those situations. He was very comfortable in them situations. You know, Von was a real street dude, in my opinion. You know, a real street dude. Now, I don't just say a real nigga. I'm going to say a real street dude. Because a lot of people think real nigga mean violent act, somebody who's quick to do some harm to you. Me, I got different definitions of real. I think taking care of your family, putting them in positions where they don't got to risk their life no more. You know, getting your nephews and nieces out the hood, doing shit for your kids, making sure your mom and dad can live the rest of their years comfortable because you paying all the bills. You know, I think that's more real than just killing people. But I believe Von was a real street nigga, in my opinion. You know, and I believe he had a lot of love for his homies. Now, if you was an op and did something to him, then he was probably going to run up on your ass. But, you know, as far as his homies, he seemed like he had a lot of respect for them. He did songs with everybody. Hell, the new Lil Durk shit finna drop. He got a song with a guy named Booney Mo. We know who Booney Mo is, but he not big in a rap game like that for Von to be giving out features to him. So Von shared the clout, the fame. He wasn't a selfish dude. That's crazy. I wanted to tell people that, man. I did some dope interviews today, man. I did an interview with a guy by the name of Manifest. GD from Chicago Heights, was cool with FBG Duck, cool with Measle, BCI Measle. You know, I thought this interview was dope. A lot of people don't understand. I don't want to be like everybody else. I notice a lot of platforms, and it's no dissing because I love all these platforms. I think it's dope. Zach showed me love when I was coming up, so I do the same shit to the up and comers. But I notice with a lot of platforms, it be the same artists in front of these cameras. You know, I'm gonna interview them artists too. I'm gonna interview everybody who big heavyweights in the drill culture. But like I always tell people, I want to break talent on these platforms. I want to give artists an opportunity to sit in front of this camera and tell their story so you can know about their music too. Because everybody just interviewed the same 7, 8 people. I noticed that it's way more talented people in Chicago, and I want to give everybody an opportunity. And I think Manifest is one of them guys. He got a dope story. Not only is he linked to like Duck and Measle them, he was locked up when the culture first started. I believe he was locked up around like the 2011-ish for like a murder case. He was locked up for a murder case. And while he was locked up, the drill culture was popping off. You know, I thought it was amazing how he told me stories of people walking into jail telling him about these artists that's buzzing in Chicago, and they wasn't Twister, Crucial Conflict. They telling him, hey, it's this guy named Chief Keef buzzing, and how the whole Chief Keef ways buzzed while he was locked up in jail. He also told me while he was fighting this murder case, he was meeting people in the jails and he had relationships with them. Like, that's my homie and shit. You know, they GDs, they BDs, you know, one love in jail. He knowing people in jail. And then once he finally got out, he realized that a lot of people he was in jail with were like rap legends, you know. He didn't know at the moment when he was in jail playing cards, having fun, that's Dooski the Man. He didn't know why he was in jail kicking it, that's Boona from OTF and shit like that. So I just thought that was amazing, you know, that, you know, the culture started off where he was locked up and shit was happening. I just thought this was a dope interview, so I'm going to be dropping that pretty soon. And then we got the Cutthroats back up in here, you feel me? We had a Cutthroat affiliate, Lil Don, in here, you know, a little while ago. Then we had my man Shawty Hits in here. He like cool with the Cutthroats and shit like that. Today we had Cutthroat Prince in here, an official member of the Cutthroats, cool with Cutthroat Dre, New Vine, all of them. This is an official Cutthroat member, okay? This ain't nobody who say he know the Cutthroats, he met them 2 times. These are official Cutthroat members. This interview was dope. He didn't hold shit back. We talked about everything from No Limit Wet 'Em Up to Cutthroat Von to Cutthroat Dre to G Herbo to everything. I think this was a dope interview. Can't wait for y'all to see it. And that's what I mean by it's a lot of talented people in the city, not just killers and murderers and shit, but it's a lot of people in Chicago that do music and that's linked to the culture. And I want to give everybody an opportunity. So I appreciate the love. Keep the donations to yourself. It's hard out here. You is not going to give me your baby snack money because I ain't going to accept it. You want to support me, you hit that like button. Bing. When you hit that like button, guess what it do? It make my videos grow and a lot of people be able to see them. I appreciate the love. It's the homie Truth Teller Street Reporter. Bleh, 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 bleh.